Hi, Lance Walker at Michael Johnson Performance, and today we're showing folks how to use the PowerVibe Zen Pro 5900 to tweak or modify or improve some of the basic strength training modalities that we use on a day-to-day basis in performance training. One of our favorite lower body strengthening exercises is our step-up, and today Brian's going to demonstrate a typical step-up technique using a couple of dumbbells, very light resistance, moderate height, and show you a couple of things that we notice with young athletes or with professional athletes that are coming off of injury, what is a common compensating pattern that can lead to injury and decrease the ability to produce any power in the hip. And it's a basic a knee instability or a valgus deformity with load onto the step-up. So what Brian's done here is he's got his weight shifted forward, and you'll notice very subtly, if you look closely, you'll see how his knee tracks a bit inside, and he's exaggerating that a little bit for the camera. But if you, to a trained eye, you'll be able to pick up on this little amount of valgus motion at the initial onset of the step with your step up. And the higher the step up box becomes, the more valgus is noted. And what this is indicating to us is a lack of some knee stability and inherently a lack of some cueing of the lateral hip. And so what we can use is the Vibe to express some of that hip stability a bit more in an unloaded pattern, and then bring that new motor pattern over and begin to integrate it back in with some load. So Brian, in that instance, would come over as an athlete. I'd have Brian immediately come over to the Vibe, again, setting the Vibe at 35 hertz, assuming that same position at a lower height, giving him a better chance to activate through his body weight load. And what I'm going to do is add some R&T in the form of a band and now pull his body into that compensation. So Brian's going to shift weight and just move through that range of motion where we saw most of that poor compensation into valgus occurring. I'm providing just enough resistance where now he's having to cue up the lateral hip, providing knee stability from the lateral hip, and upregulating the correct motor pattern. The vibration is a great way to break through some of these plateaus and bust up some of these poor patterns that they've developed. Immediately coming off of that, returning to his next set of step-ups now with load, typically what we see is the nervous system now potentiated, and we get a cleaner, much more efficient motor pattern into the step-up. So again, a way of using the PowerVibe Zen Pro 5900 as an adjunctive tool to improve technique and efficiency on a loaded step-up.